What is up, everyone? We are just 16 days away from the Baltimore Ravens' first preseason game. The season is here, everyone. Let's go, Ravens. Super stoked for football season. Kevin, how we feeling?
Yeah, guys, welcome into another episode of Locked On Ravens. We're your hosts, Kevin Ostreicher and Zach Bollinger. We're talking Ravens football today, the Baltimore sport that everybody wants to talk about because the Orioles season has been done for a while, hasn't it, Zach? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you know what, Kieran, when Zach has the Kyle Hamilton jersey on, you know things are bad.
I know. Oh man. Yeah. Gosh, another rough one, Kevin. Another rough one. If I told you I had a lot of positives to say, I would be lying to you. Shout out Colton Cowser.
Yeah, we can just get the one up, one down out of the way right now. Colton Cowser is the one up, and
everything
else is the one down. So
yeah, I'm going to specify Adley. Adley's been scaring me. I think he's like 4 for the last 37, 4 for his last 37, 4 for his last 38, something around those lines. And the defense is non-existent.
Yeah, it's that to me. I mean, we can talk about the offense, which we're going to, but really for the entire year, Zach, the defense has been really disappointing. And this is not like Hot Take City where it's going to fire off a bunch of hot takes we've never said before. Like if you've been with us on Kevin and Zach Reacts and the Ryan Ripken Show, by the way, you know that we've been saying this pretty much all season. Zach and I is like the defense. They've had stretches with like 6 errors in 4 games. Like it's just that the defense has been not good all season. And that to me has been really disappointing.
Yeah, it's been, and when you look at his metrics, he's been in the top 10 the previous 2 on so many metrics. And in this year, he's just fallen off the earth. He's in the bottom third. I don't know what's going on. Is it because he's DHing too much? I mean, his bat seems to take a hit when he's catching. It's just there's so much seems to be going wrong right now. I mean, gosh, I don't even want to talk about McDermott because it feels unfair. Like, did he really pitch bad? Can you really be upset with how he pitched?
No, this is the worst part, and this is stuff we've been saying all season. First of all, why is this so disappointing? Why is everybody so disappointed in this team? One, because last year was the, oh, hey, we finally arrived year. Oh, hey, this is really cool. They're not supposed to be doing this year. They're a really good team, but no one expected this. This year, it's the, oh, these birds are really good, and these are the expectations. Sky high, because we know what they can do. They have the offense. The reason it's so disappointing is because they have offensive firepower. We have seen this offense consistently for stretches of time go off and put up run after run after run. But it just feels like they can't get out of their own way. The runners in scoring position is still an issue. And look, man, I mean, we thought they needed some rest after the All-Star break. They certainly did. But where is that gone now? I mean, it's one thing if you have lost 2 straight to the Phillies or the Guardians or one of those teams. We're talking about the Marlins. And no disrespect to Miami, but they're not the Guardians. They're not the Phillies. And that's what makes it so upsetting for a lot of people here, you know, and us included. It's because if you're the Orioles, you shouldn't be losing to these teams. Sure, maybe take 2 or 3. But what did we say before the series, Zach? If they did anything but take 2 or 3 or sweep, this was a pure disappointment. And we are already in pure disappointment territory with the potential for this to move into pure disaster territory.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, Kevin. Where? Like, what's going on? Like, that's just, I feel like it's literally a question of who, what, where, when, how, because just every which way you look, there's issues. Last night, bullpen outstanding. Tonight, bullpen screws it. I mean, last night, starter couldn't get through, gives up 6. And tonight, yeah, it's only through 4 innings, but gives up 3 runs in his major league debut and in a lot of ways, I don't think he pitched horribly. He did exactly what we had hoped he'd do, especially with Cole Irvin in the pen. You kind of felt like you were just hoping McDermott could give you 5. He gives you 4, 3 runs. It happens. It's his major league debut. But, man, it's just every single day it feels like they find a different way to lose. Is it going to be heartbreak? Is it going to be blowout? Are we going to have the lead? Are we going to blow it? Are we going to go down by a lot, then come back, then go down by a lot again? It just feels like over the past, they're now, I think, 3-8 in their last 11.
Yeah, and this is actually, I want to bring up Will's point here because they're not playing in a small park right now. Obviously, like Miami that's a big ballpark. And when this team is so reliant on the home run ball, which obviously, again, Colton gets that hit over the first baseman's head, and like that's what you have to do. But it's about productive outs. And when you have bigger ballparks, sure, they have the power to hit those balls out, but with each what you go back, it's less and less likely you do that. And you have to be able to get guys in. And the issue is they haven't been able to do it consistently. So, we talk about trades, and what this team needs. Zach, we talked last night even about, and I loved your idea about the 2-for-1 in the deal.
Yeah.
Are we so, how do I want to say this? Are we to the point now where we might see not a major shakeup, but there's been Mountie interest across the league and Mullins interest across the league.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see a 2-for-1, an arm and a bat? And do we see a bat going the other way?
We're not surprised. And this is something like if the Orioles, let's say they lose tomorrow, they lose 2 of 3 to the Padres. They've lost, going in, they've lost like 4 of last 15 going towards the trade deadline. Is it a horrible idea to start trying to get rid of Hayes? Now you're trying to get talent back, but you've got to shake. I agree. You have to start looking, okay, can we get arms for Mountcastle and move Mayo up? Can we? Because something has to be shaken up. Something. The definition of insanity, Kevin, is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And I don't know how many times we could do that, putting this lineup out there where it seems like it's just you can pinpoint every time where the issue is going to be, and that happens to be where the issue happens.
I don't know how you feel about this, Zach, but I have seen a collective shift in not a complete shift, but a collective shift to where it's been on Orioles social media and just how the team is talked about with the trade deadline. It's only pitching, no hitting. And we both have been there. But now as this has happened, we're starting to see that shift into Luis Robert. What's he up to? I know you are not a Jazz Chisholm fan, but I'm just using him as an example. Of like a bat. Now the issue is if it is a bat, where does he slot in the lineup? And my answer to that is it has to be somewhere. Because it's just things aren't working as it is right now. Is the season over? No. Are there very disturbing trends the Orioles have to fix? Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Kevin, as I look at my phone, I see the Yankees are down 7-2 or down 11-2. Pardon. It just got a whole lot worse. Yankees are down 11-2. And, I was thinking like hate watch and all this and like hate watch the Yankees, hate watch the Red Sox, obviously. And like we keep doing hate watch this, hate watch that. Do you know what I hate watching right now? The Orioles try to win ball games because it ain't happening. That's what I hate watching right now. It just sucks. It just sucks. Like every single, the Orioles Magic says every game there's a different star. Right now it's every game there's a different way we lose.
Do you want to know? And I don't know. I've been feeling this way for about a week or so now, really ever since the school ball stuff started to pick up. I feel like for a lot of people, we want to see moves, right? We want to see multiple different moves. But to me, one arm isn't enough. Now I feel like if there's not a bat, I'm going to be like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
So it's like, is a successful trade deadline 3 arms and a bat?
I still don't think they acquire a bat as
I
much
don't either. But
it's almost got to be a bat has to go. You cannot keep putting out these 13 hitters. And now let's address this because we're talking about putting out these 13 hitters. Jorge Mateo officially looks like, I want to get the official, what they're saying. It's a dislocation of something in the elbow.
Yeah, elbow dislocation.
I don't know. Transient dislocation. So he is going to miss some time. Personally, hearing dislocation in the elbow of a baseball player makes me feel like he's probably not going to be back within the next month or so. I could see. I mean, at least it's not his throwing arm, because that would be horrendous. That would probably be season ending, I would assume. But
yeah, I'm trying to look up because disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, and please, no one trust me to be.
Yeah. Okay, so Connor Norby officially on the team. Once again, I guess we didn't talk about this, obviously. Who was in charge of getting Connor Norby to Miami?
Rocco.
It must have been, because what do you mean he didn't get in for the game? This happened to Jorge last night. Put him on a red eye. What? It's Norfolk to Miami, people. What was he road tripping?
Yeah, you get there in what, 4 hours?
Yeah,
on a plane ride, 4 hours.
I'm just so confused because last night it was Connor Norby being called up to the taxi squad. It's okay, you know what? Probably going to be a move. And then all of a sudden today during the game, they're like, Connor Norby is now officially on his way. And I was like, is he not here? Is he? And they're like, he's still coming. And then we're just playing a guy, not that it mattered, but we're just down a guy on the bench. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I feel like if he was on the taxi squad last night, he should have been here.
I am known among my family and among everybody as directionally challenged. So maybe it was me. And
Miami, Ohio.
Oh, good point.
Oh, no.
You know what? It was the Marlins. It was the Marlins who they had. It was an inside job. The Marlins sent him to Miami, Ohio.
Also appreciate this, Wally, new member.
Thank you, Wally. And by the way, if you don't know about the memberships, we do offer a couple different tiers of those. You get exclusive emotes. You get exclusive first access into the guests we have on the show. We have bonus content as well. And by the way, this is Kevin and Zach React. So this is on right now, the Ryan Ripken Show media channel. We have the Ryan Ripken Show that goes live Monday and Thursday. By the way, we have an absolute banger of a show tomorrow for you. You guys
are going to really enjoy the guest. If you're an Orioles fan, especially, trust me, tomorrow's guest, we give hints, but tomorrow's guest, I'm telling you, if you're an Orioles fan, he has your heart.
Yeah, so you're going to want to tune in tomorrow. I think that show time's around 4:30 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. So
no post-game show tomorrow, correct?
What time's the game tomorrow?
I think it's at 12 or something.
Oh my God, why?
I think someone. Wait, let me just make sure. Yeah, it's at 12:10.
You know what we could do?
Maybe that's just what shakes it up.
Because we're both going to be at the studio, I think. Maybe we can go do a Kevin and Zach reacts from the studio.
Yeah.
For 30 minutes or something, not even that long. So maybe to be determined on the Kevin and Zach reacts for tomorrow. But this is Kevin and Zach reacts, where we react live to every single Orioles game. And also as football season goes, we'll do Ravens games. We're having a big trade deadline stream on Tuesday as well. So that's going to be both Kevin and Zach react and Ryan Ripken Show. So we'll have that for you. So be sure to like, subscribe. And by the way, this show is going to move over to a separate channel. So we'd really appreciate your support over there. We're not going anywhere in terms of, Ryan and the Ryan Ripken Media Empire still under that umbrella. But we're going to have a different channel. So new logo, new intro, new memberships, new everything. So that'll be coming in the next, I think, couple of days or so. So we're going to have a big announcement on that. So be sure to stay tuned for that. So,
yeah, it's going to be fun. So let's get back to this damn baseball team.
Yeah, well, we have a chat here from Tyler.
Oh, thank you,
Tyler.
Appreciate Tyler.
What's up, Tyler? Tyler says, Passenger said on MLB Network, A's loves Spencer Jones. Detroit GM won't trade Screwball unless Holiday or Norby are included. Thoughts? I'm not doing it then.
Yeah,
I feel like that becomes more and more of a hot take every day. But like,
it's this trade ain't happening. Like, let's just be real. Tariq Skubal is
I mean, even if you want it to happen, like my realistic answer is I don't think they do it. Like if I am trying to predict what Mike Elias does, depending on what side of the fence you're on, if you want it or not, I just don't think they will do it if it has to be Holiday and Norby. I think that they can move Norby or move Stowers or package those guys together or give up a couple other guys and go get. But this is what I'm saying. There's been so much Screwball.
Yeah.
We've talked about Screwball for like, it feels like forever. Where if it's a Fetty or if it's a Crochet or somebody, I feel like it's going to be like a bit of a, like it's an arm.
It just better not be. It's going to be an if we acquire Skubal for me. That guy, I'm just so past all that.
Really?
I just am so tired of this damn discourse around it. Every day I go on Twitter and it's like, would you give up Skubal for Holiday plus this? What about Mayo plus Messiah?
I have a group of 5 prospects we can give up. Ryan Ripken, Brad Smith, Rocco DeSangro, Zach Bollinger, and Kevin Oestreicher. I think that package.
We'll go to Detroit.
Cash considerations. We'll throw him in there too. Get on a plane together and just go over to Detroit. We'll take one for the team. So,
Najee, I agree. I do agree on Lucas Ursig. He's kind of become my guy that I've kind of zoned in on. You know,
I feel like Rooker is the bat that everybody wants. I feel like that's the.
I feel like that's the bat that everyone wants in this league.
Yeah, I feel like he gets moved. Who said it was 90% he gets moved? Who said that? Do you remember? Somebody said it. I can't remember who, but I would expect Rooker to probably get traded. But again, if you can get Rooker and a pitcher and maybe two arms, not Mason Miller, but like two arms, I think that's a win. Like I think, and again, good point here. 3 years of control for Rooker, so of course it's going to cost a little more with each one of those years. But yeah, is it 3 or 5? I see. I don't know. I know it is multiple years. I just don't know how many.
I think it because he spent time on the Royals, so that's why I'm very.
Yeah, I know it's multiple years of team.
Yes, it's definitely multiple years. Let me. My internet's going a little slow. Hold up, it's loading.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it's 3 years after this.
Okay.
3 years after this. So
three and a half. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of control. So yeah. Also, I saw in the chat someone said to
just real quick in a heartbeat.
I don't think in this call this a hot take. I would give, like we talk about our top 4. I'd give 3 of the 4. You could potentially talk me into all 4.
Yeah.
I think Paul Skeens is a generational.
Yeah, that's no question. He
hadn't lost since May of last year, and it came last night was his first loss since in a whole calendar year. And he pitched 8 1/3 innings of 1-run ball, and the Pirates got shut out.
Yeah.
Like he is.
Yeah, there are some guys you got to trade. You actually have to trade the farm.
This is so facts. I've officially lost it all. I feel like this team has made me.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the comment because I should have started. It was the beginning of the show. Oh my God, where is it?
I knew this was it, but like I wasn't gonna give him the. Woo pick Suey, Joe. Can we talk about?
Oh, Sean, here we go. What up? I did want to talk about this, so appreciate you. Batting coaches need to change up things or leave because these at bats are just ridiculous. Honestly, you know what's crazy? The Orioles have 2 batting coaches. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, I look. I don't think they fire some. Maybe they pull a Cam Cameron. Wouldn't be shocked if they pulled a Cam Cameron.
Wouldn't this be a Cam Cameron though? Like I honestly don't know in baseball. Like, because I feel like offensive coordinator, that's a lot of like responsibility. Whereas I feel like these guys are just tweaking the swing and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I would feel like if we're firing coaches midseason, like it certainly happens, but I don't know. I'd probably predict that to happen in the offseason. I found the comment. Get Screwball, call Holiday, and trade Arias and Mullins for Jose Alvarado, the Pelicans point guard.
I just
I love it. This is the move that needs to happen. Arias and Mullins for Jose.
He's kind of scrappy though. I could see him being like a base stealer.
Oh yeah. Oh, he'd be on the bases. He'd be stirring things up. Yeah. Imagine Seti playing for the Pelicans.
Why?
What do you mean why?
No, I'm trying to think. Oh no, that's Gunner. I was trying to say there was they always talk about one guy being super good at basketball. I know it was Gunner, but I was trying to think there was someone else.
But we can't trade Gunner obviously for Jose because then that would just be a.
Yeah. There we go. Super fan of the show, always checking in.
Yeah, since July 23rd, they have been best team in the league. Actually, that's hard to argue with what the Rockies.
Have the Orioles single-handedly decided whether 3 teams will be buyers?
Yes.
Which is so frustrating. It is so frustrating. I mean, all you can do is laugh. Like, honestly, like, we are not having fun. But, like, all you can do is laugh at that. Like, the Orioles have single-handedly made 3 of these, like, should they be buyers, should they be seller teams, into buyers with how poorly they've played against them. So.
It's just, it feels like the same thing.
Yeah. And I know it's Alvarado, the Phillies. I just thought it was really funny that.
Yeah, they
just like Mullins playing for the Pelicans, Jose Alvarado coming in. But yes, obviously, although that would be interesting because I know the Phillies, they got that interest in Seti. So, and that's what it would make sense. You don't trade him for prospects. We'd have to have a whole other conversation if it was for prospects. But if you can get an arm that helps you, you have enough outfield depth to.
Yeah. All right. I got. Let's look at tomorrow. We're moving on to tomorrow. Okay. I have said this, I feel like 7 times this year.
This is why you got Corbin Burnes. Because when shit has hit the fan, when nothing is going well, when everything is looking down, you need Corbin to go win this damn game tomorrow. Like, the offense might not score, so Corbin, you have to go shut him out. 9 innings. Like, obviously, I'm being sarcastic, but he has to go like 6, 7. He has to. It has to stop at Corbin. Like, if they beat Corbin, and you're going 4-game losing streak into the weekend against the Padres, who are putting ass whooping on the Nationals right now.
He's been in these spots a couple times before too. Like he has had to be the savior.
Yeah, that's why I feel like a broken record. I've said this like 5 times already this season. Like,
yeah, and I mean, this is kind of, I feel like everybody's feeling right now here. Burnes pitches a shutout. We still need a run to win.
Yeah, that's why I said we might not score, but you got to throw.
The Orioles might not score, but the other team won't either. So we're going to 15. Although the thing I did want to bring up is we had a new idea proposed to us, Zach, and I'm so down to do this.
Oh my god!
By Cousin Smith, who says, "I need to get the vibes back. We stream until the Orioles win again." we might be here a little bit.
This would have been the time to do it. This would have been the time to do it with the 12:00 game tomorrow. Like, you just hope.
Oh, like a 12-hour stream from midnight on, and then we have to and then we live react to the game, dude. Oh my! We could have, if we had the channel ready, we could have opened it with that.
That would have been unreal. Just sitting here.
Although then we get into a situation of if they lose, then we got to go all over again.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. Then all of a sudden we're sitting here until Friday night.
Just
God. Could you imagine if we did that during their like long losing streak, and then the All-Star break if they lost to the Yankees? We just be streaming for like a week and a half straight.
It just and Najee, yeah, everyone in the lineup has been trying to hit the long ball.
It's been an issue all year. So,
Kevin, I'm not having fun. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, now's a great time to promote my eBay store. If you want Ryan Ripken show props or like 1980s like memorabilia, I got Swarovski crystals, like little mini figurines. I got into that for a couple months, and I'm trying to sell those. I got salt and pepper shakers. Like we got stuff on eBay. So if you want to check out my eBay store, they'll probably bring you more joy than watching this team right now. So,
Kevin, I was just watching the YouTube live feed. We lost 17 viewers while you talked about your eBay store.
I only talked about it for like 15 seconds.
30 17 people saw you talking about the eBay store and just
wow. That is disrespectful.
Oh, you know what? It's okay. But we need the vibes back somehow.
Well, I do want to talk about runners in scoring position.
Please.
A little bit. Laura brought that up because, look, I'm just going to say it straight right now. The Orioles are not going to win in the postseason if they can't fix this issue.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Like, it has been, I say it every single time, it has been an absolute blessing. The Yankees have been just outright terrible.
Yeah. It's
because we could be talking about an Orioles team with how they've played that could be down 5-6 games in the division right now. If the Yankees are playing average baseball.
Yeah.
The Yankees have been atrocious. Somehow worse than the Orioles. And it has been not great. Oh, wait, actually we forgot a super chat in here. So, sorry about that.
Oh, God. Appreciate it.
You.
Me personally, I'm not a Chisholm guy. I just I don't think he has a natural position on the field. And I know we keep talking about how defense shouldn't matter if we can't score runs, but I don't know. Jazz Chisholm, I feel like we have they're bigger issues. Like I would prefer Brent Rooker. Although I guess he's just another guy who is home run or nothing. Yeah. I wish the
Mets were still selling so we could get JD Martinez. That was the one guy I said I was good with.
Doubles machine.
I always feel like he's been like destined to be an Oriole at some point. I don't know why.
I keep feeling too. But let me pull this up real quick. Wow. The Yankees are going to get swept by the Mets this season. Here we go. So, over the last 50 games, the Orioles are 27-23. The Yankees are about to go to 23-27.
Seems awfully familiar. But I do.
If this team and they're a game up, they're going to be a game and a half up. If the Yankees were even just playing 500 ball, they're up by 2 games.
And yeah, they're playing average. I mean, it's unreal and like blessing for the Orioles. First of all, the funniest thing ever would be if the Blue Jays and Orioles did a swap of Vladdy for Mountie. I know it's not going to happen like, for multiple reasons. But
what if Mountcastle just becomes like a 400 career hitter in Toronto?
would be unreal. But I agree with this point by Jet. They don't need like home run bashers. They have enough of those guys. Like if you get a bat, you're gonna get a guy that you need to get a guy that hits for average. So
have to. Let's talk about that. Yeah, okay, we could talk about this. I really appreciate it. Would you trade Holiday for another ace pitcher? I'm not the ones that are out there. Skubal worries me this year, especially coming off 2 arm injuries, and then he hasn't pitched above 150 innings in a year. It does scare me. I think Holiday's going to be a star. Now, if you want to get rid of like a Basayo, I know he's been like my baby. Like I've come to terms with he'd be the guy I'd be okay with him or Kirstead. I'm sorry, Joe, in a trade for Skubal.
Yeah. I mean, but that's not going to get it done. Like,
no, then that's why I'm saying, like, I just don't.
Yeah, that's not going to get done.
100%. But the Pirates would be so stupid. Let's talk about this. Do you switch up the lineup?
Yeah.
And I'm talking, do you move Adley and Gunnar down in the lineup?
I move Wesley in the leadoff spot.
I do too. Right now, I would put Wesley.
I don't know if I touch Adley in the lineup. I feel like that's his natural.
Yeah, but right now with nothing happening, with
I know
how bad he's been performing,
who would be your two though? Would it be Westberg?
Ryan O'Hearn.
O'Hearn too.
I would go Westberg, O'Hearn, Santander, Gunnar, Adley, Heston. Then what? I would go Norby, Kowser, and then what? Mullins would be the last guy.
I'm gonna yeah.
Santander in there. I don't know where I put him. I kind of lost track of where I was. If
I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go Westy, Kirstead, Adley, Gunnar, Santander, O'Hearn, and then whatever the heck you want to do with the rest of those guys.
I just right now with Adley struggling so much, I
feel like this would be the time. And I kind of like O'Hearn in that 2-hole, you know? I don't know why.
I don't know. I feel like Heston could fill that. I don't know. I feel like I like Heston in that spot.
Heston in the 2 would be. We saw him in the 2 one time already this year, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Kevin, I don't hate it.
I don't know. I kind of like Heston in the 2 spot. I've always said that I think Wesley should be lead off. Oh, okay. Well,
maybe lead off McCann. See what happens.
Yeah. let's not.
Actually, I love that Talking Sports comment was just do not put McCann in the lineup. And literally at the exact same time, Rod Briggs said McCann lead off.
You know what? I'm so sorry, everybody. We forgot the actual answer. You lead off Ryan McKenna.
Yeah. Why is McKenna not back there?
Yeah. That's the. Could you imagine if that was the bat the Orioles got at the deadline? People would. Twitter would break. Twitter would break.
Trade deadline creating anxiety in the lineup. You know what? Maybe I appreciate you, Joey. Yes, appreciate you. Maybe like I would usually say like no, but something's frazzling.
No, I think it is. This team is young, and there's a lot of talk when you talk about like Skubal and all these guys and like big pitchers and getting guys. These are like obviously down in the minor leagues. Like you go through trade talks, you go through deadlines, and you're like, where am I going to be? But for guys who are up for their first or second major league stints, like it shouldn't be happening to Gunnar and Adley. Like I don't know what's going on there, but like for a guy like Kowser who's getting it together for the most part. But
you know what? Let me pull up. Continue.
Oh, I was just going to say that for a lot of these younger guys, and even for the vets, right? Like Mounty's hearing his name, Tony's hearing his name, Seti's hearing his name, Arias has been hearing his name for the whole year essentially, and Jackson this, Jackson that, and DFA this, DFA that. Like it can take a toll.
Kevin, the answer
was right in front of us the whole time. Bring Tony Kemp back.
Oh, God. Yeah, you want a bullpen arm, bring Thiago Vieira. Let's just get the whole gang back together.
Let's get the whole gang back together. The 2024 Orioles reunion in the big 2024.
God, we're in 2024.
Mets are okay. I know, Matthew. I don't know if you're saying this as a joke. I actually was looking through Aaron Hicks highlights today. I was going to post one. Actually, I did post one. I'm not going to lie. I've thought about this.
Of getting him back.
Who knows? Who knows? I kind of do want Aaron Hicks back, though. That wasn't a joke. It's kind of a joke, but I don't actually think it's a joke.
Yeah.
I'm talking myself into Aaron Hicks right now. Like it would literally.
They just need to keep everybody apparently because we're talking about Flaherty and Tanner Scott, and we were talking about Hunter Harvey, and like.
Actually, but this is what I wanted to say before. So in the last 7 games, Colton Cowser is batting .375 with 9 hits, a home run, 6 RBIs, 3 runs scored. He's coming back. I just really hope that he can keep it going.
Yeah, but I mean, in all reality, I mean, hold on. I don't know if I can actually find the split.
Brandon, sometimes in order to go forward, you have to go backwards.
It is frustrating because we know this offense is so much better than they're showing right now. And I think part of the issue as well, Zach, is you have guys that have either consistently been in slumps or they're not producing right now. And then you look down in AAA and Kobe Mayo's hitting the cover off the ball. Kyle Stowers is hitting the cover off the ball. Connor Norby's hitting the cover off the ball. And you're just like, well, if this is any other team or 28 of the 30 MLB teams, those guys are up and they have been up. But because the Orioles have these vets, they're in a weird spot because you don't want to DFA them, but like, do you trade them? But like, do you keep them? But then that blocks other guys. So it's a good problem to have. But at the same time, like there are ways where it's not because you're kind of pigeonholed unless you make a pretty drastic decision, which can also backfire on you. So, Mike Elias has to weigh that. But look, it's go time right now. We are hitting the stretch run of the season. The trade deadline is coming up in less than a week. We're going to evaluate the team once that roster is, everybody gets acquired and sent away and whatever, and we'll reevaluate right now. But as it stands, a Yankees-Orioles playoff series would be an absolute mess as it stands right now. It's just a mess.
All right, let's talk about how many games go into extra innings because no one wants to win it. At least 3.
Every single one. Every single one.
Like,
I mean, and again, the trade deadline too, this is not just about what the Orioles get. Like, obviously, we have to worry about what the Orioles get, and you kind of have to focus in on that. But other teams are also going to get better during this. Other teams the Orioles are competing with for whether it be the pennant or the World Series. Huh?
Yeah, I said, don't remind me, Kevin. We don't need
because
them.
the Orioles are not just they're not just walking up to the White Sox and saying, "Hey, give us Garrett Crochet and here's our package, take it or leave it." This is the Orioles are competing with a bunch of other teams for starting pitching and a bunch of other teams for other players. So it's how bad do you want it? Essentially, how bad do you want a guy? How much does team control matter? How much does injury history matter? How much does this year matter compared to the future? And by the way, my answer to that is this year should absolutely matter. It should. But we're going to find out in less than a week now what this team looks like.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Like, can we talk about that for a second, Kevin? Remember how it felt like for years we were sitting here going, we're waiting until July. We're not making any assumptions about the team. We're not doing, we're going to see where we are in July until we start talking trades, before we start taking moves. We are less than a week now from the deadline. Like, if this season has flown by, dude.
I know. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it feels like that Jackson deadline call-up stream was forever ago.
Yes. When Jackson Holiday got called up, do you remember?
Yeah, it was unreal. I was thinking about this, I think, yesterday. I wonder what the alternate universe is where Jackson was never called up for that stretch and they just kept him down there. I wonder what the alternate universe would be, not just in terms of like Orioles, but like discourse.
He would not be available in any trade.
No.
Like,
People would still be like clamoring for him to.
That's what I wonder if he would have not gotten.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
It's crazy. It is just so weird how fast this year is
Yeah,
going.
I know. I see Red saying Kikuchi. I don't know if the Blue Jays aren't selling, are they?
They should. They're at.
But I don't think they are. Like they should, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, they're selling. They'll sell Kikuchi. They have 42 wins.
I mean, yes, they should be, but the Blue Jays are a weird team. I don't know.
They're an extremely weird team.
I don't know what the heck they're doing. They should absolutely sell, but I thought I saw.
I'm not gonna lie. The further we get from this Orioles loss, the more and more likely it is that I'm about to play this damn Yankees lose song. I'm just gonna be real.
I don't know.
Like I had no intention of even hate watching this Yankee game or having any joy in them losing because we're playing so damn bad. But
right, I'm getting roasted in the chat. Apparently they're selling. Okay, I was okay. I was wrong. I thought I saw a report that they weren't. So I'm glad for them they're selling.
I think maybe they're not taking Bo Bichette calls.
Okay. That would make more sense.
Yeah. My top guys right now are Fetty and I wanted Luis Severino from the Mets, but the Mets are now back in it. So
yeah.
And Wally, what happened to working counts? Back to the old days. Please appreciate you.
Working counts, small ball. Like they just need to get back to the basics, man. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
And Scott, you are absolutely correct. I am 100% wrong, more so than I'm right. You are 1,000% right. So, yeah.
But I just right now, Fetty's my guy. I just went back to that. I know that was off topic, but I was.
Nah, man. Trade deadline season. Nothing's off topic.
Yeah.
Nothing is off topic. Shout out to you, Adi. Appreciate it. Is preserving rookie eligibility for 2025 apart to see when Holiday comes back up? Would that be early September?
Maybe. I would not be shocked at this point. I would not be shocked at all.
Who helps you more right now? Is it Norby or is it Holiday? Because they're going to be if Mateo can't come back.
Holiday.
I mean, I think he will. But,
or right now at this moment, Norby.
I mean, I agree with you, but you'd platoon them both. And again, if Jackson is just sitting on the bench, like I mean, my stance still is the same from the preseason, which again, geez, feels forever ago. But
remember when Corbin Burnes was acquired and we did that show? That feels like it was like
that was probably the most electric thing we've done. So. Yeah, and that's the thing. Reds is right. I mean, Holiday hasn't been playing the field because he's still working.
He legitimately this is his first week playing the field. So yeah, that's why we can't call him up right now.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Are you just waiting for the Yankees thing or?
Yes.
Oh, all right. All right. Let's do this while Zach is waiting for his glorious moment on a day of just not glorious moments whatsoever.
Yeah, that's what I kept thinking about. I was like, at the end of the day, we need to bring some sort of positive.
Well, no, this is not that. But we'll do that after. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your panic level for the Orioles right now?
So 1 is not panic.
1 is not panic. 10 is season's over, sky's falling.
5. I'm in the middle of.
I'll go 6.
Yeah, I don't want to go because I'm thinking like I'm in the middle of there needs to be panic and shit is not all sunshine and rainbows and moves need to be made, but this team is still talented.
Yeah, I mean the season's not.
We saw the Texas Rangers lost 8 straight games like 2 weeks before they went into the playoffs last year. Like it legitimately is all about getting hot. Like if this Orioles team gets hot going into October, they'll win the World Series. That's just fact.
Just get into the dance somehow, some way. And actually, this is true here. 4 thanks to the Yankees. Yeah, if the Yankees weren't doing what they're doing, that meter
the Yankees
might
would
be a
have
little
been
higher.
If the Yankees would have kept up with the pace they were going, and we were down 11 games right now, it would probably be at a 7 or 8.
Yeah. I mean, they're going through another slump. The issue is there's been a lot of slumps lately. So,
yeah, and this entire team is slumping at the same time.
First of all, slumps happen. Second of all, they have to figure it out. Like, both things can be true.
Kevin, remember when this team set the record, the Orioles record for most consecutive games with a home run with like 23?
Take me back to the preseason when we were saying everybody was just bad.
Remember when Corbin Burnes sucked in preseason? That was like a good problem to have.
What is your favorite early season Orioles memory?
I mean, up there's got to be all the holiday discourse. Like that was the beginning holiday discourse. Like you could not go on the internet. A second baseman could not tie his shoes incorrectly at the major league level and not have Jackson Holiday mentioned.
That was, yeah. I'm not, obviously my favorite Orioles moment of the season was Cedric, the Yankees game, but we're not talking that was not early in the season. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Maybe Westy's walk-off.
Oh, actually,
Kansas City.
That's good. This also, Hauser he just went God mode in that. Like, because remember that game, we were also about to. It should have been a loss. Like there was that whole weird, like, okay, he's out at second, double play. That's like they went to commercial to end the inning, and then Masson didn't understand that they were viewing it. So then we came back up, and Tony was up, and without them even mentioning what's going on, he hit the pesky pole, curved it around it for the 2-run shot to take the lead. And everyone, what just happened?
Yeah.
That just because of.
Yeah. Also, for Urias, I would hope that Connor Norby ends this. If we're being honest, obviously Urias has been a part of some pretty bad teams, and you gotta respect him for being a part of those teams. But we are not in that era anymore. No. And this is baseball's a business, right? Baseball is. It's what have you done for me now lately? And if Norby can continue to do what he's been doing down in AAA and some of the stuff we saw when he was up the first time, I mean, ideally he would take the place of Urias, and that would probably end that, or at least put him into more of a reserve role, which I'd be okay with for now.
Yankees are pushing this way too much.
Oh, Samuel with a good one. Appreciate you, Samuel. Tampa sweep was good. Tampa sweep was good. Yeah. Maybe the early season benches clearing with McCann when Ryan was behind the the backstop.
Yeah, and we had it follow his face.
That was so good. Yeah. That was so good. Where's all right, Ryan? Tomorrow will be a good day. We're holding you to that.
Better be.
I don't know if I'll be up by the time the game starts, but I'll be up by the time it ends, hopefully.
This?
We're filling time before the Yankees lose here. Kevin's saying what will it take for Mayo to get his shot? Probably a Mountie trade and then 40-mans. September call-ups. That's probably what it's going to be. Or an injury. And you obviously never hope for injuries. So I would probably say Mountie gets traded, or you just wait till September, and that will be when he gets the call or the shot. So
I will say
because that's something where are you on the where are you on the Kobe at third thing?
He committed another error at first tonight. Like, it's not improving, but
because this is where you take McCann out of the lineup, you put Adley at catcher, and you do your DH thing, right? Yeah. Because if you do McCann and Adley, you're losing a spot in a lineup that is already struggling.
At least we got something out of this, Kevin. At least we got something.
I can't even dance the way I want to dance because I'm just like, yeah. If Kobe has a big hit, what do you do? If we prop this Mayo, I cannot stand Mayo. I like not Kobe, obviously. I cannot stand the condiment Mayo. That one will be a tough one for me, but knowing me, I'll probably do it. So we can revisit it when the time comes. But yeah, Rick, you're exactly right. Very soothing on the heart. So
that's what we needed. I wasn't going to do that when we first got on because I was like, this just sucks. This team's playing so poorly, but you have to celebrate the little wins in life at the end of the day.
Oh, that's what we try to do. You know, we of course talk about the team and being up. Well, getting a workout, listening to Michelle Branch and waiting for Kevin to do something I will regret. I don't even know what I would do.
You've done a few.
Well, yeah, but I don't know what I would do now.
Yeah,
I have this box of Cheez-Its.
Don't give people ideas, Kevin.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm 100% doing it. I'm doing what I did with the bacon.
Are you going to try to get it? Come on, Kevin. Here we go. Come on, Kevin. Here you go. You are so close. Dude, you're so close. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, the blinking is hilarious, Aviator. Oh my God. Oh my God, Kevin. Oh my God, Kevin, you can't fuck this up. Yeah.
Come on. Let's go.
Let's go.
Vibes are back. Let's go.
We're so back, baby. So freaking back. Let's go. Raven season is delayed again.
Delayed. Take that.
I know I did say, like, I said, started off as a joke and obviously everything. The Ravens' first preseason game is in 16 days. What the hell? Talk about the time flying. Was it not just the AFC Championship?
I know. Well, that also never happened.
6 months ago.
It feels like forever ago, and it feels like it was yesterday.
It feels like it was 3 weeks ago, and it feels like it was 7 years ago, all at the same time.
Yeah. People want my rabies story. We'll have to do the rabies story when we could have done it on.
Maybe we do that. Maybe we do that as like the first Kevin and Zach reacts thing, like on the new channel.
Could be, or maybe during the trade deadline. One of those two.
Yeah. We'll have to like plan it out so we get like the full.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you're not.
Well, because I was gonna tell it with you and Brad, but then Brad was like, "We got to wait for everybody."
Yeah, we do have to wait for everyone, especially Rocco mostly. I feel like he'll like it.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin. I think we've done enough. We've just.
Lamar was back today, but he left because he was still sick.
Yeah. But you know what? Lamar got his illness out of the way in training camp this year instead of week 18 with the season on the line. So I will take that. Thank you.
Yep. And by the way, if you want more Orioles content, I know the team is not playing so well right now, but again, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is Kevin and Zach Reacts. We'll be moving over to a different channel, but we also have the Ryan Ripken Show, which is live Mondays and Thursdays. Again, we got a crazy good show for you tomorrow. Not going to want to miss it. We have a guest that you will go bananas for. I was going to try to like make a play on words, but I couldn't think of it in the moment. So we're just going to go. It's going to be a good guest. You're going to want to tune in for that. So be sure to subscribe.
12:30 at 4:30.
4:30. Game is it? What game is it?
Game's at 12:10. Show at 4:30.
Yeah, 4:30. And yeah, we have a bunch of exciting content. Be sure to follow Ryan over on Twitter, Instagram. We got a lot of other content going on.
You get some hints on Twitter about who guests are.
That's true. There have been a couple of hints dropped. You just got to sort through those tweets and figure out which one.
So exactly. But we will see you tomorrow as the Orioles look to salvage
Yeah, and just for clarification here, no, the memberships will not move over to the new channel. We're gonna try to have a new form of membership. So if you would like to support us over there with a membership, you can. If not, obviously you can continue supporting this channel and you'll have all the perks of that. But no, memberships will not be moving. The membership you have now, whether it's Rips Good Kids or Holy Shirts and Pants, that will stay. But at some point, I think we'll have a separate membership just for that channel. But again,
we'll get all that stuff sorted out. Won't be right away, so no worries about that. But it will eventually become something over there as well.
Yeah. So we're not leaving. We're still part of the Ryan Media Show empire. Just we're branching off and we're having different stuff under that umbrella. So.
Exactly. So that'll do it for us at Kevin and Zach Reacts. We will catch you tomorrow as the Orioles try to salvage the series. Ryan Ripken Show live at 4:30. We might do Kevin and Zach Reacts in between if we have time. We will see what happens. But stay up to date, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Chewie-wees.